I don't understand what they're doing in this book, but it looks dirty.
Oh? You had my attention, but now you've piqued my curiosity.
Come on, Ulfer. We're going on another adventure.
I want to study that just a little longer.
How long are we going to stay in the town this time?
Drink it in, pal. That's how failure tastes.
I'm gonna need you to roll for initiative.
I'll make a note of it.
How much is it worth to you?
I have my spoons. Will that work?
Trying to kill me with my own designs? That was just the first draft. Shall I show you the rest?
I swear, if I get blown up one more time,
I will avenge Kira's death. And then I'm going to rebuild the Alfheim Rangers.
Oh, look! I found a mushroom.
Question is, do I have to wear pants?
Oh, you can certainly try.
If reckless shenanigans got us into this mess, then why couldn't they get us out?
There you go. We're live. Hi, guys. Oh. Loot, how dare you?
What'd I do?
You didn't do the thing. Okay. Alright, hello guys. Welcome back for another week of shenanigans.
And maybe some D&D.
If you would be so kind as to remind these beautiful adventurers
So,
last week.
last time, we had some inconveniences, some questions about some dead parents. They went on a shopping spree. Somebody decided they wanted a luxurious boat that had a crew, and then they set off to go sailing on the wild blue sands. Nah, it's fucking hot as shit. They went out to go across the sands on that sand skirter. A couple people succumbed to the heat. Drugu was talking weird as if he was some sort of character in a tabletop RPG game, and he understood that he was not a real person, and all this fun stuff. And we ended the game last time as they were going along the sands, and all of a sudden they just saw a giant wormish figure coming out of the sand.
Gross.
Who walked in rhythm?
You mean gross? It's just a worm.
You're just a worm.
The setting right now is that LD is keeping watch, and everybody else is probably sleeping, and then all the workers are probably freaking out right about now.
So this is midday, right, when this happens. Yeah.
Gotcha.
So y'all have never seen something like this before. It's gigantic worm, purple, bluish, comes arcing out of the sand.
How do you know I've never seen anything like it before?
Because you've never been in the desert, and they only live in the desert.
Quick, raising
I'm sure
hand.
I've seen something big like that before.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
You sure it wasn't average?
Oh.
I should have taken a drink when as he was saying something.
Yeah, I got another bottle of my good Dominican rum to get drunk on tonight.
I have water.
I need to get something stronger than that for you.
Yeah, I gotta work tomorrow, so.
Oh, I don't.
I mean, I have a tournament tomorrow, but
I have the qualifiers for the System 7 tomorrow. Yay!
Fun.
But I'm just yelling at people. I'm not driving, so.
So as this happens, what do y'all do?
Well,
It's not coming at you, but it is probably about 80 feet from you.
well, if it's not directly attacking us, then LD's not really gonna do anything except observe.
Okay.
I'm gonna ask whoever's captaining this at the time is like, so do we take evasive maneuvers or?
Okay.
And then, depending on his response, I will find somewhere high up to get settled in.
Okay. His response is yes, as he yanks the wheel actually towards the worm.
Towards?
Yes, towards the worm.
That's not fun.
Snowy, I need a perception check. What are the rest of y'all doing?
I have an idea.
Probably getting up on deck and getting ready for something to happen.
24.
Okay.
Sleeping in a barrel.
He's kind of like curious right now because he's been in the desert. He's been in the desert a couple times. He's like, huh, I've never seen one. I've never seen one of those before.
He's hiding in a bucket, huh?
A very medium-sized bucket. Yes.
Is there a goblin in it?
No, there's a half giant in it.
How did bucket get here?
So, Blue,
you, Snow.
Tide,
Yep.
War, what are y'all doing?
War's running towards the front of the ship with the harpoon.
Okay.
Knew it.
Blue.
Until signs of battle, he's not gonna come out.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. So I'm not gonna engage anything either.
Okay. All right. So the ship gets turned towards the worm as you guys are going along, and Snowy, you can LD can see that about where the worm came out, and sand went everywhere. There appear to be a couple overturned sand skirters.
I
Do
assume
they
we should
look? Do they look new, or how old do they look?
You're too far away to tell how old they are, but they are relatively like they look like when the worm came up, they went. Whoop.
Probably should check on those.
Yeah. We'll tell the captain to weigh anchor or whatever the hell you do in a sand skirter.
With it still around?
Yeah.
Okay. So he nods and turns toward that way. Luke, you said Tark was going to the highest point he could.
Yeah, highest
Cool.
level place he
Go ahead
could.
and roll perception for me. Stop yawning. Yeah.
Let's see. Can I use a Flash of Genius on that one?
Yeah.
15.
15. Okay. So from up there, you can see the same thing Snowy sees. The overturned sand skirters. There's about 4 of them. And the worm is actually, now that you're coming towards it, it's turning off towards your left, as it's, and you notice it does not turn quickly, since it has to make big arcs as it comes through, and will come around.
It's got that wide semi-truck radius.
Does it look like it's coming towards us?
Right this second, no, but it's effectively you're going this way, it's arcing this way as you guys are going towards the sand skirters.
Okay. So I'm kind of wondering what the plan is here. If we're stopping while this worm is still active, does it seem like a good idea?
Well, you guys get to the wrecked sand skirters.
How high up are we on this boat? What's the height from the boat from the dock of the boat to the sand?
Like 1.5 feet.
Oh, then he's just jumping down to go check out the wrecks.
Yeah, it's not super high.
Wouldn't we keep going?
Oh, yeah, Lysander will go with LD.
Well, what do you mean? When we keep going?
I said, wouldn't we? Like, why did we stop?
To check out the wreck and see if there's anyone that needs help.
But isn't this worm still out?
That's what I've been saying.
Well, do we?
We're aware.
Well, are we just gonna leave the people that might need help?
I'm just be quick about it. I don't know how fast these things turn around. I'll keep my eye on it.
That's the plan.
And I was kind of just like asking the locals if they knew. It's like, do we have time? How much time do we have?
We fought tougher things.
Okay. So who all is jumping out?
Lysander will. I'm assuming Snore or LDR from what's not
Just the one.
Which one?
The one that saw everybody as rainbows last week is currently sleeping that off.
Okay.
Feeling that we've stopped, Morgan would wake up at this point, and he's just kind of climbing out of a barrel, grabbing the 2 zombies out of a barrel that he has with him.
Oh, so
I have a zombie in a barrel.
Why have we stopped?
When did he get? I'm sorry. No.
Oh, you think you were gonna leave without me? That's funny.
Hang on.
That's pretty cool.
It's a dice tower.
Oh, they're all dice towers?
What are?
The Pokemon there?
Yeah.
Oh, well, that's cool. All the evolutions. So these look like they're they're fairly well taken care of. They're not covered by sand, more than you would expect from the sand skirter being flipped over and everything from the worm. But right now, you see a couple people that were thrown in the sand, but not enough people that you think would crew the 4 of these. So there are potentially people stuck under them.
Well, right about now, LD's telling them to just hobble on board. And
I'm guessing they're not alive.
No, they are.
Oh, they're alive? Wow.
Okay.
So, how heavy are these transporters roughly? The ones we're looking at.
How what?
How big? How heavy?
These are like these weren't any of the ones that you guys could buy. They look like they're probably 5 or 6 people max, like max. And they're lightweight, and they have where y'all's has 4 runners, theirs has 2.
all right, well, I'm gonna try it then.
Yeah, we'll go help. What are you gonna do? Sorry.
He's gonna try and lift it.
Then I'm gonna try to help him as little.
If you're gonna help him, just roll with advantage. So roll another one.
Can I see them lift it?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll jump down and help since I got my belt on.
That helps.
Okay. I mean, either way, he chose to roll, and he still gets advantage either way.
What the heck is that?
That would be the Void Cat screaming for absolutely no reason.
I was going to say that sounded like a turkey.
Sounds like a void cat.
That's a cat.
All right, so do you want me to roll a strength check?
Nope.
Okay.
So, you guys do manage to lift it up. This one doesn't, like, it is coming apart, so you won't be able to flip it over. But it is, like, you are able to lift it up, and a couple other people crawl out from here.
Next.
Yeah, I guess. The next...
Toriel, you want to get the next one?
I get it. Can I just flip it?
Yeah, roll for it.
Okay. What do you want? Just a strength check?
Yep.
Hey,
Wow. Wow.
Is there any sign that the worm's still hanging about?
Roll perception. You go to like, huh, and it just, you rip off some of the siding.
One more time?
I'll come help so he can get advantage.
I got it one more time. One more time, Dale.
Okay.
15.
Rip the whole side of this motherfucker up. Oh shit, that was a...
Oh, damn.
I mean, so here's the thing. It's still a 2. We're just, it's going to be an 11 again. Yeah, you're just ripping panels off of this thing. With the force that you're trying to lift this thing with.
He's if he rips off enough, there'll be a hole.
Well, so the problem is he's trying to grab one of the runners, and you don't sit inside the runners.
Mm-hmm.
So he's just ripping panels off the runner.
So when we're talking lightweight, how lightweight are we talking here?
These things probably weigh under 400 pounds.
Okay, I'll let him have one more shot then. Then I'll start with my idea. Or no, what?
One more shot, you said?
Go for it.
Fuck it.
If he rolls another 2, I'm gonna laugh my ass off.
Oh, jeez. Don't jinx him.
There
like
we
that.
go. 24.
While he's doing that on the next one, Lysander's just looking at it. He pulls out his harp. He starts strumming, and it levitates.
Okay. All right. So people crawl out from that one. There's one more.
Oh, there's another one?
There's 4 total. You've done 3 so far.
Do you want to try again?
Yeah, fuck it. Here I go. I'll run
What
over.
was your perception, Blue?
15.
15. The worm has started to track back, but it's probably about 500 or 600 feet, and it's still going out to turn around.
16.
So I'm gonna take one of the zombies and send it directly towards.
Okay.
Have it walk directly towards the worm, and then the other one walk still towards the worm, but just further to the right.
Okay. So you guys can see that arrow, right?
Uh-huh.
So it went this way. It's right here at the end of the red line.
Oops.
And that's about 500 feet from you. So it still has to come back around.
All right. Can we take all these people?
See, I mean, we got the big luxury ship, so I don't see why.
Or any of theirs still sandworthy, to use the term.
Oh, we flipped the one open.
Right now, the one that War flipped is not sandworthy. The one that you levitated could be. Because it's levitating, you can just push it and it will rotate, right?
Yeah, I can bring it back down, and then they.
And Moore's able to flip the second one, so they will have 2 that are sandworthy because the first one you guys just lifted up.
Okay, then we can take the ones that don't have sandworthy vehicles, and then get the fudge out of here and sort it out later.
All right.
Anybody else got a better idea?
No.
Okay. So what direction do you guys want them? Do you want to go? You want to follow the people that still have a sandworthy vehicle and just meet up with them, or what?
Yeah, let's just all kind of go as a fleet for the moment.
Okay.
We could probably ask them a couple questions, like if they've seen anything odd in the desert.
Yeah, ask, shoot,
giant
run
sandworm.
first, ask questions later.
Yeah, we
But
can
you
ask
want to
that
ask
later.
that before you get on the ships, LD?
After.
Later.
Yep, so everybody gets back on the ships, and you guys start making your way. Basically, you're gonna flip a 180 and go straight the opposite direction you were going now.
Plan.
The 2 that are still sandworthy are significantly faster than y'all's.
I would hope so.
Like, holy shit! They have to like actually slow down and wait for you guys a couple times. But y'all have 7 people that you brought on board. It looks like a crew of 4 and a crew of 3. Most of them are in like the regular sand, the regular attire of this area, where it's like loose fitting clothes. A couple of them have gas masks. They've got like scimitars and such. A couple of them are humanoid, and then Rai, if you want to describe what your character looks like, because you're also there.
You'll see a dwarf, black hair. She's short, of course, for a dwarf. She is wearing some armor, mainly cloth about it, white and off-white. You'll notice that she is a cleric, and her hair is braided back.
Wow.
Is she
great.
is she the leader of one of these groups?
She does not appear to be in charge.
Well, I would say
Happy
that
I sent the
LD
zombies
is.
away.
I would say that LD is going to go to one of the whoever in our group looks like is in charge and ask a couple questions like the basic one is like, hey, what were you doing out here? Like, were you trying to, just what were you guys up to out here, basically?
Okay. One of the humanoids nods and goes, "We were on our way to an oasis to track some stuff, and as you can see, got attacked by a sandworm. As you guys are on, you can see the worm arcing through the desert, but it's slowly getting further and further away."
Glad we didn't have to fight that.
Yeah.
Lysander's basically got one eye on the worm, one eye on the group of people.
Tarek has gone back down to where his workbench is and is continuing to try to improve on the design now that he has a little bit of time on what he was just talking about with you.
Okay.
The whole time everybody's talking, Or's just going to be standing there with that dumb open mouth look on his face, just staring at Vaberlin.
You mean girl? You mean he sees a girl dwarf for the first time in a while, and
Yeah, one of those.
There's one like me.
She's just like me.
oh,
So LD's probably going to keep chatting with the one that he was talking to, and tell them that they're. He's not going to tell them the whole story. He's going to tell them that they're after some sort of shipwreck. He doesn't know all the details about it.
Okay.
something that Lysander will just pipe in something that's not from here. Let's put it that way.
It's take it this way. It's not.
Did you
a
guys
sand
hear
turtle.
that?
Yeah.
Yes.
I have no idea where he's at.
He's
Is
so
he in a
loud.
closet?
He's in the walls.
The only place he might be in the bathroom.
He's in the
where somebody's taking a
goddamn
shower.
walls. LG will just put it this way: what they're looking for ain't a sand skirter.
Back.
Okay, say that one more time, Snowy.
So LG's just gonna put it this way: what they're looking for ain't a sand skirter.
Okay. So he's gonna ask them if they know what.
If they've seen anything odd, like it's like, oh, that's not a sand skirter, or that's a weird shipwreck.
That don't belong here.
They have not seen anything that is like you're talking about.
Okay.
I guess Lysander will eventually, once he's convinced the worm is far enough away, he doesn't have to keep an eye on it. Look to the new dwarf and kind of look at Roar and just shake his head. So what brings you out here?
War.
Not Roar,
The other dwarf.
The other short person.
Yep.
I don't judge by height. I play half in another game. I don't judge by height. So what brings you out here?
I'm actually out here on a job. They have people that are getting sick in random areas, and we think we've linked it to the oasis.
Hey, Ty,
Yes.
is there something going on with your mic? Because I'm getting feedback from you.
It's probably the phone thing. Every time I get like my work Facebook chat thing is like always going off constantly. So if it's sitting underneath my mic, you hear that thing.
No, I'm actually hearing everybody echo through your mic.
Are you still? I don't know how.
Blah blah blah.
I haven't heard anything.
Do you hear
Blah,
it now?
blah, blah.
Blurpity blurpity.
Yeah, it sounds good now.
Okay. Maybe it's just too close to my ears.
Anywho. So, sickness oasis. Huh. No. We're not quite sure what we're looking for is. Maybe there's a connection? I don't know. Worth checking it out. Are we still following the other two scan skirters?
Yep.
Are they headed in that direction?
In what direction?
This oasis that she's talking about?
That will be your best guess.
Well, sounds like that's where we're going next. Definitely worth looking into.
How far away is the oasis from here?
The captain would tell you that it's probably about from where you guys are right now at the speed you're going. It'll be at least a day.
Okay, too far. Got it.
I mean, we don't have any better ideas of where we're going anyway, so we were just headed towards what was basically like random things that were weird. This is better than anything else, better than the idea we've gotten so far. So,
yeah. Okay.
Let's just keep going.
All right. So you guys continue on. I need everybody to make a con saving throw against the heat.
No.
Because it's still fucking hot.
Damn.
Save plus
2 14s.
Wait, do we have disadvantage or something?
You have heavy armor, you do.
I have disadvantage.
Yeah, I should be safe. I got 19.
Dirty 20. Well, someone's gonna have fun.
Uh-oh. Who got hit?
Yeah, her.
Ooh.
Toilet, what'd you roll?
I was cleaning barbecue sauce off my fingers.
That's
an instant fail.
Yeah, that's an instant fail. Well, wait, what kind of barbecue sauce?
25. Honey barbecue.
I was about to say best be honey barbecue.
Very
Buffalo
and both of you.
Okay. So, Rye, you are the only one. I need you to roll a D100.
First day in, she already figures out she's a video game character.
Welcome to the world of the DM.
54. Let me pull that back up.
I love that LD has not failed a single con save, even at disadvantage.
I will throw you off the ship.
Oh, that's not a big threat. It's all of 1.5 feet off the sand.
No, but then he has to catch up.
And there's giant scorpions in the sand.
No, not the giant scorpions.
For the next hour, anything you eat or drink tastes like sand.
Ooh.
That's
when you
bad.
get like 3 or 4 small little pieces of sand stuck in your mouth, and all of a sudden the whole day it's just terrible.
Awful.
That sounds like you're speaking from experience.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been there, done that too. So
it's all gristle.
Like
you
every
guys
once in a while you get a crunch.
get to a point where you guys will all get a long rest. The other crews have to stop because they do not have a night shift crew. So are y'all going to stop as well?
I imagine so, because we don't know where we're going.
Right.
Oh, wait a minute. Well,
our crew knows where they're going. It's just we're going to be leaving the other guys behind that we just risked our lives to save.
Yeah, we may as well wait for him, I guess.
I'm going to start reworking on the cooling system that I have.
Okay. All right. So if that's the case, then the actual crew is going to sleep tonight. So you guys get to take watch.
Mm-hmm.
So who is taking first watch?
Lysander will sleep first watch.
I'll take the first watch.
Okay.
Bushki.
Okay.
Hey, Del, question.
Answer.
Sorry. If I take watch, can I just use my passive perception instead of rolling for it?
So the passive perception is what you would notice, like, without actually, like, looking around.
Well, the reason why I ask is my normal perception is only a +3, but my passive's an 18.
How'd you get that?
How does that work?
Beats, man.
Oh, okay.
You get observant. Gives you
That's fair.
+5 to your passive.
Gotcha.
My passive perception is 15.
Yeah, but your perception is probably +5.
Mm-hmm.
So passive is like stuff you would notice without paying attention. So not really.
Okay.
So LD does not notice too much going on. You do see a lot more animals coming out. You feel a little bit of rumbling that you like panic for a second, and then it goes away. So
always watching.
All right. Who's on next watch?
I could do it.
Okay.
You said perception?
Yep.
Fuck, that was terrible.
There are a lot of like little insects you've never seen before, Tide.
Great.
And they're like running around, and some of them light up.
And she's gonna run around and try to chase them in a jar.
Uh-huh.
That's what she would do.
So Morven's just awake watching Willow.
How
What?
How far would she be willing to chase them?
Probably not far. Because it is dark and...
Would she go off?
Would she go
It's
off
not as
the
dark
boat?
as you would expect, because it's like out here, because there's no trees, the moon does light quite a bit.
I mean, she might get off the boat, but not far.
So no, they're not even on the boat. They'd be off the boat entirely, and you guys would sleep generally off the boat where you can spread out some.
Okay.
So how far out, like outside of the campfire, would she go?
I don't know. 10, 20 feet?
Okay. Can you roll dexterity saving throw for me?
You can play, but I'm keeping an eye on you.
Did you say that to Willow or to the dog?
Oh, nice. So as you're
And the
running,
answer is
you
yes.
feel something catch your hoof, and you go to fall, and you stumble and stop, and you look around, and there's a sinkhole that starts.
Nope, get back on the boat. She's getting back on the boat. She get her ass
Okay,
back
so
on that boat.
Okay.
Absolutely not. And then she's gonna let... Oh, there's no one else awake right now. She's gonna wake somebody up and tell them what she's seeing. Oh, you're awake? Okay, she'll
Okay.
tell you.
It's kind of my job to keep an eye on you.
That's
true. So, is it Morven?
Yeah.
Right, Blue? Morven would be like, it's the desert. It does that. You know, like
Does
shit
it
randomly
though?
just.
What it do be? Yeah. Quicksand is a thing.
Okay.
Well, and like it could have been that there was a tunnel and she kicked something and it shuffled the sand enough that it just
Or it could have been
collapsed.
quicksand and I just fucking survived.
You want to go explore?
Nope.
If it is a tunnel, it could be a fun tunnel.
Secret tunnel.
Are you sure it's your job to
Secret
protect me
tunnel.
or is it to get me killed?
And, you know, if you die, you're still alive. It's fine.
She's so sassy.
What?
What?
Those are not words I want. Those are not words you should want to hear from a necromancer, man.
No, it's not.
You have my axe. You have my bow. You have your father.
I have to ask: are the two zombies?
They got sent out to distract the worm while
No,
we
are
did that
they?
thing.
Were they preparing?
No, those got teleported away. Those are just. random.
I had to make sure.
No, I don't
thought her
throw away
parents were
stuff that's
princesses.
getting me paid.
Paid or not, subject to whatever she would do to you.
I was gonna say the payment was to bring her parents. I mean, come on.
Uh-huh.
I take my
Okay.
job very seriously sometimes.
All right. So who is on next watch?
I think Lysander will take third just because.
Okay.
He likes watching the sunrise.
That would be very Bard of him, wouldn't it?
It would.
Mhm. Wouldn't be
Yeah,
like
probably.
that.
Probably.
It's
And also,
Shadow's
also like
sneaky blood.
at the end of the watch, he'll actually like play to wake people up. But I assume you're gonna want a perception check out of me at some point. Though.
Yep.
At some point means
That'll
right now.
be that'd be dirty 20.
Right now.
Right meow.
Dirty 20.
Man's getting all them dirty 20s.
All right. So, as you're hanging out, sun's coming up, relaxing. You do start to hear something that sounds funny. But being in the desert, you're not sure how far sound is carrying. But it sounds like, like insect legs, like skittering across the sand, but a lot bigger than that.
Insect race, yeah. My feet.
I think he'll have to investigate and keep his bow at the ready.
Okay. I mean, you hear it off in the distance, and it's there. You're not entirely sure. For like half an hour, you don't see anything.
Weird. And after not being able to track it down for that long, he'd just head back to camp.
Okay.
One eye was kind of like one eye, like scanning the distance just to make sure.
Okay. After about another, like, about 30 minutes before everybody, like, should start getting up, you do start to see way off in the distance, and you're not sure if it's a mirage or anything because you can see the heat waves and stuff is starting to heat up, where it looks like some sort of insect-looking thing is coming at you guys from the side.
And
And it starts as 1, and then 3, and then 7.
And then everybody wake the fuck up! Won't even go for his flute at this point. He'll just start yelling.
Oh look, bugs.
He goes for the drums. Ding, ding, ding.
Yeah. Finds the war drum and just starts hitting it with something.
Boom, 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 boom.
Lysander specializes in quieter instruments.
That's why he would just be hitting it as loud as possible to get people's attention.
Yep.
Okay. Everybody wakes up. Do you point it out?
Yep. I probably already knocked an arrow at this point.
You're still not like they still look like they're a ways away.
I still would have knocked an arrow at this point.
But your captain starts like, we need to go. We gotta go. Let's go. Like trying to usher everybody onto their ships.
I'm not disagreeing with him. Go.
Tarek kind of has come up because he was sleeping at his desk and looking around and seeing the cloud form is like,
lock and load.
I mean, if we move, it'll be fine, right?
Yeah, we should probably get
Lock
moving.
and load. Get everybody on the damn boat now.
All right. So everybody wakes up. Everybody gets on their sand skirts, and you guys start off.
And we're off.
The problem is, as you get going, these things are starting to catch up, and as you speed up, they don't seem to be getting further away.
We're gonna have to slow him down then, won't we?
Mm-hmm.
I suppose
I think we know. I think we know what that means.
It's
What's the plan?
bomb time.
What?
Tarek kind of holds something up. It looks kind of similar to one of his grenades of the sun that he has, but it looks like it's been modified. He's like, well, I guess it's time to try this out. And he kind of climbs up on top of something solid, probably the cabin, and you see him kind of load it into his railgun and aim and begin to fire somewhere.
Right before he fires, last thing you ever looked at the crew. This is going to be loud.
Yeah, right. Your character's never seen whatever the fuck is going on right now.
That's
He's
why I
shoving
thought
a canister in between two steel bars.
This is going to make noise.
And you're doing what?
I'm firing kind of towards the front of them, but I'm trying to aim so that it goes past the first couple into the center.
Okay, so I need you to do 3 things, right?
Okay.
This is before your attack. I'm saying attack roll, right? I need you to roll an intelligence check because you have no idea how far they are exactly. There's that weird like heat wave shimmer thing.
Okay.
So go ahead and roll to see if you can guess how far they are.
Okay.
I'm guessing you're not going to tell me how spread out they are.
From the distance they're at, they could be 5 feet apart. They could be 50 feet apart. They're far enough away that you can't tell the.
Okay, fair enough.
How does an 18 do?
An 18 gives you you'll be rolling a normal roll as opposed to with disadvantage. Now I need you to roll just a D100. So before you roll it, you get to pick high or low, either below 25% or above 75% to get the trajectory right on board.
We'll go high.
Okay, so 75 or above.
I got 40.
40. All right, your trajectory is going to be off. So now I need you to roll just an attack roll with it.
Okay.
And tell me what it is.
Oh yeah, I need to bring up instead. Give me a second.
Tide, you might appreciate what I put in the D&D chat.
Oh yeah.
If you're a Studio Ghibli fan.
I am, actually.
Really?
Oh god.
$16.
16. So you fire this thing. Now, I'm guessing it doesn't have fins to stabilize it at all.
No.
So it's just... There is a loud crack of his weapon going off. And what's it supposed to do?
So I was trying to expand upon the concussive force and sound that a stun grenade would produce.
Mm-hmm.
So my original intent was to fire it into the sand where I thought a sandworm might be, and have enough concussive force with the extra gunpowder to cause like a.
Okay, so you're trying to do that between them.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
It's meant to stun, not so much damage.
Yeah.
It might knock some over, but the intent is to delay.
Gotcha. Okay, tracking. Why are the cats all playing under my desk? Guys, what the shit are we doing down here? Oh my god, cats drifting all over the floor? Holy shit. So let's see.
Is it a roundabout way of saying we want attention?
No, they're playing with each other's. So it lands in front of the first one as there you see it where it looks like it lands in front of the first one. You see it go off before you hear it. And all but 2 of them are not affected. 2 of them get kind of shuffled off to the side. but nobody like tumbles and falls over.
Lovely.
Okay. And then he quickly racks another round and fires again.
Okay. I need you to roll another attack roll.
Okay.
Tide, you're muted.
She talking off screen. They're probably arguing whether pizza's a sandwich or not.
17.
17?
Obviously a taco.
Or if it tastes like sand.
Reminds me, how's that sand witch?
It went away after an hour.
A little dusty.
So this time you managed to hit off. It's off to your right of the front one, and it goes off, and one of them just goes tumbling into the sand. Another one is dumped forward, and it slows down. But you've severely slowed down one and kind of slowed down another one. So you're on the 5 that are still at full speed. And now they're within 100 feet of you. Now that you can easily see they're within 100 feet.
Okay.
How spread out are they?
You would guess they're anywhere from 10 to 20 feet apart from each other.
God damn. And how many is there?
There are 5 of them within 100 feet.
5 within 100.
Okay, what?
I'm gonna start getting ready to just be shooting at them for damage.
Yep, hang on, I forgot to.
This is when LD starts to yell at Snore to wake his ass up.
Wake the fuck up! Wake your fucking ass up!
And actually, at this point, Lysander will be stowing his bow and getting the harp ready because he has a plan if they get closer.
All right, so 100 feet. They're 100 feet away from it.
Yeah.
So if I was to cast slow, which is a 40-foot cube, how many can I get?
What's the range on it?
120 feet.
120 feet. 40-foot cube. You would be able to get 2 of them.
Damn, that's it?
There's no way to angle it to get 3 of them. In that cube. Because one of them is 10 feet away, so you center it on this one, it's a 40-foot cube, right? So it's 40 by 40. You'd have to offset it one side or the other.
Well, that's not worth wasting a 3rd level spell slot.
How many?
Go ahead.
How many could I catch in a 60-foot line?
In a 60-foot line, 1 maybe 2 because they're in a straight line. And the ship is not in the right spot to hit them like sideways.
No, I'm trying to drop something in front of them.
You're gonna drop something in front of them.
Mm-hmm.
Right, and then straight in front of you is the one, and there's the one that's closest.
Okay.
And then they're out in like a V formation.
Right, so if I'm putting a wall in front of, I can only really catch one, but I can.
This like this way?
Yeah, straight wall. Of thorns, in this case.
3, maybe 4.
That'll work.
All right, my turn.
I'll drop a wall of thorns in front of 3 of them. So
Okay.
as many as I can drop it in front of. 60-foot line, 10 feet high, 5 feet thick.
Okay.
Whichever one I catch will have to make whichever one I catch has to make a dexterity save. The rest of them have to make dex save as they enter. And there's damage involved.
Okay. What are you doing, War?
I am going to cast Wall of Fire, and I am going to make it 20 foot long, or 60 foot long and 20 foot high. They're a foot thick.
Okay.
I need the rope damage or whatever.
All right. So he's gonna do Wall of Thorns, and you're doing Wall of Fire before it or after it?
Like, and well, it would be after, but it would be, I guess, technically facing. It would be in front of his wall of thorn.
So you have to go through the wall of. You want them to go through the Wall of Fire before they hit the Wall of Thorns.
Okay.
I'm asking.
No, after.
Okay. Okay.
The point, and to go through the wall of thorns, it's basically to go through the whole wall of thorns. It'll cost 20 feet of movement.
Okay.
And a lot of ouchies.
And that much damage, potentially.
Okay. So let's see here. So I guess to do some math. Is there anybody else doing anything as far as like walls and whatnot?
I must have missed.
I'll hit the first one that gets past them if they do. That's about it.
Must have missed what, Tide?
When I was talking off screen, I must have missed what's going on. Is this the bugs? Are we just like putting up a wall? What's going on?
We're running away and then putting up a wall.
So yeah,
we
first
have to run.
Luke tried to shoot him with some like seismic charges, and now we're dropping walls in front of him.
Yeah, so they're dumping spells after Loot tried to stop them and it didn't go as planned.
Sorry, I was seeing if I had anything other than. You guys have Wall of Thorns and the firewall thing up, right?
Yep.
I'm not gonna do anything because I was gonna try to throw something and see if it did something, but I'm not gonna like blind my crew in the process.
Don't you still have that gun that you fixed?
I'll be honest, I don't remember what that gun does. Wasn't it the lightning launcher?
No, it was the precursor to my railgun. It was. Let's see if I still accidentally have it. The coil gun.
Mm-hmm.
Essentially does 1d8 plus, I think we said intelligence and proficiency.
Yes.
So I'm gonna shoot a coil gun at a bug.
What's the range on that thing?
80?
Let me check.
80. They're about 100 feet out.
Okay, then that won't work.
It's got an 80 and then 320 for long range.
Okay. Yeah, so it'd be a disadvantage.
Well, Atlas is trying to do that as well. Ellie's gonna
Atlas isn't here.
Willow is gonna do that. Ellie's gonna go kind of like nudge Snare outside and point to the bug. You're better at bows than I am. Have fun. And then his longbow's got 150 feet at the least, so he's good. Do you want me to roll it now?
Well, so I need Willow to go ahead and roll her attack at disadvantage.
So that's roll it twice and take the lowest, right?
Yes.
Or you can hold control and it'll do the disadvantage roll.
Cool, that works better.
Okay. And then Snow, go ahead and roll yours.
Nat 20.
Cool.
Nice.
All right, so as the walls are going up, so let's see. So let's see. Tark hasn't done anything, and Rye, you haven't done anything.
And Blue's character.
Blue said he's waiting for the first one to come through.
Ah.
Yep.
I'm going to wait as well.
Okay.
I'm lining up shot, waiting for the first couple to go through because I know what I'm going to do is probably going to open up a path, and I don't want to do that yet. So I'm readying an action.
Gotcha. All right. So, the coil gun goes off. The longbow fires. Then the wall of fire and the wall of thorns go up, kind of in that order, right? So everything, nothing gets borked. Tide, you miss.
Okay.
It goes into the sand. Snore, I need a damage roll.
Or I don't remember what the plus was for critical.
8, because you do 1 max die plus your roll.
Okay.
So that's what?
12.
13? Yeah, 12.
Yeah.
Okay. So 12 for that, and then let's see. Wall of fire is specified as. Let's see. Wall appears each creature in this area must have been. Okay, so they just take the damage when they run through the wall of fire. Okay.
And same with the wall of thorns.
Right. So I was more checking, like, is there a dex save when they try and go through it for the wall of fire? And there's not.
There is for the wall of thorns.
Would they have the intelligence to make that deck save, though? That's the question.
Animal instinct's the thing, I would guess.
Let's see. So that is a dex save for that. Okay. Let's see. Okay. Damn.
I can hydrate.
All right. So only 3 of them make the deck save for the Wall of Thorns.
The rest of them take full damage.
Yep. So let's see. Alright, so I'm doing math and all that stuff real quick so I make sure I have everything right. Alright. So okay. So the first one that came through. Okay, so this deck save does not affect the speed change. Okay.
Correct.
All right, so the first one that came through is the one in front. Who's doing what when the first one comes through?
Are they... Sorry. Go ahead.
I imagine either Tarek or.
What was I say? There were 3 people that said they were waiting for the first one to come through. So what are you 3 doing when the first one comes through?
I'm waiting for a few to come through to make sure that I don't open up a hole.
Okay.
I was hitting the first one with lightning orb.
Lightning orb. Okay. What is the
240?
Is it a deck save, a con save, are you rolling an attack roll?
It's an attack roll.
Okay.
And if it hits, it's 3d10 lightning damage.
Okay.
It took me way too long to realize 9 plus 9 is 18. 18.
18 will hit.
Okay. So, yeah, 3d10. It's a 6, 11, 13.
Okay.
That's a really bad roll, but oh well.
Okay.
Just to see how it feels.
All right, so that one comes through. Ryan, are you waiting for more than one to come through?
Yeah, I'm gonna wait for another one.
Okay. So the first one comes through, and then 2, 3, 4. Like they're not far behind each other.
They all got scratched up on the way.
Yep.
And toasted.
That's what's happening when the others come through.
Just mostly kicked me out of Forge.
It's still longbow time for me.
Well, I'm letting Tarek and Rai go, and then they'll get their turn.
Are we in an initiative? Because I don't see any type of.
I'm doing y'all stuff because you guys had the range on them to begin with and put up walls.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Rai, go ahead.
You can go ahead. I'm looking still.
What I do will depend on what you do. I have 2 plans.
Damn, I should have told the dead instead.
Okay, so how close to each other are they?
Now they're all within 10 feet of each other.
All within 10 feet of each other.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to cast Hypnotic Pattern at them.
Okay, what's the range on that one?
120 feet.
Okay.
And it's got a 30-foot cube.
Okay. So you'll get...
If they're all within 10 feet of each other.
Yeah, you'll get 3.
Okay. They need to make a Wisdom saving throw. 17.
Wisdom, I don't think, is the strong suit here. Yeah.
They're bugs.
Ooh.
I mean, they do have hive mind.
Alright, so only one of them fails.
Okay, well, he now has a speed of 0.
Okay.
And it is incapacitated.
Okay.
While he looks at the pretty colors. Or it. I don't know if these are.
Okay. Rye?
You kind of see a thump and a cannon go off, and then like
he just sets off fireworks,
and then a poof of pretty colors kind of come out in a cloud.
Fire off the fireworks!
And, one less insect comes out.
Loot. Why aren't we calling in eagles right now? Why are we calling it? Where's Pelican 1? Come on. Need to extract.
If I remember right, actually, I'll say this: the character's like, an airship sure would be handy right about now.
Wait, you guys have an airship? Oh yeah, you do have an airship. Why aren't we on that?
You have an airship? Why didn't you bring the airship?
I got outvoted.
Don't give him ideas.
Damn.
Because
All right, you have more
teleporting's
pull here.
faster.
All right. What are you doing?
How close is the first one?
The one in front that made the save is now probably, after climbing all that, probably like at 110 feet.
I don't have anything that's going to reach right now. I was going to do a Sacred Flame, but that's only 60 feet.
Yeah.
Spell sniper.
So I think I'm just going to wait it out right now and see what happens.
Okay. All right. So, oh, do not try and inhale your saliva. That's bad for you.
You don't have any kind of ranged
Typical.
weapons?
I don't think so.
I'm looking at what you got right now. Give me a second.
I don't think she does. But
No, I don't.
so, as you guys are like, "Hey, we did good things," you see the two in front, just the front head area dips down, and they start getting faster. And they are now next to the ship. And they look more like they're metallic than they look fleshy. And there is a metal rod on top of each of them, and you see one on either side point towards the ship. And that's where we can go to break. Just past our normal break time.
Okay.
That's good, because I have to pee. Alright, guys. We will be
All right, guys, flood her
right
with
back.
hydrates when we get back.
No, I'm emptying the bladder. I don't want to refill it right away. Give me like at least 20 minutes. Like, calm down.
You guys heard her. 20 minutes, and then start flooding her.
Really?
Cappy.
Alright, we'll be
You said
right
it.
back. Hi guys.
Hey,
We're
bro.
back. We're back.
You guys remember the only good bug is a dead bug.
That's right.
All right. So only 2 of them get up to the ship, and the rest are still advancing. They look oddly metallic. You have 2 metal rods pointed at the ship.
Yeah, let's make sure they don't get there.
They're now within like 10 feet of the ship.
All right. Let's see what we got here.
So here, can I do something?
No.
I mean, yeah, y'all's go.
So here's what Aldi's plan is. Well, he's gonna have a little bit of a dialogue, like look at a sword and look at the metal bug and be like, "I need a hammer." This thing's gonna get so dolled up. But his plan is that he's going to wait. He's going to wait on one side of the ship till one of the bugs gets really close, within like a certain amount of feet, and then he's going to jump down and basically swing right at that rod and just attempt to chop it right off.
Okay.
Are these 2 bugs with the rods, one on each side of the ship, or?
Yep.
Okay.
And while whichever side he's not going to, Lysander will take the other side.
Okay.
And shoot a resilience sphere at it.
Okay.
And then I'll have the other one make a wisdom save.
All right. So, Elden's gonna jump on one.
Oh, yeah, that's
right.
I'm jumping on one.
Yep.
Okay. LD, I need an acrobatics or an athletics check.
I can certainly do that.
How close are the other ones?
I was doing so well with rolls.
The ones that are behind you, the closest is about 30 feet. The farthest is like 90. That's probably the one that Luton knocked over. So LD, poof, you hit the thing and just and like you're tumbling through the dirt now.
How big are these fuckers?
Are we on a hill?
We're going
you're going at speed and you hit the sand.
Oh, I see.
Yep. It's like if you're like fucking like wakeboarding or whatever and fall off.
Okay.
Yep. Dex save of 17. It just got a 17.
Well, good for it then.
So it like stops slightly and catches back up, and then you're doing what, Blue?
How big are these guys?
They're probably about. They take up a 10-foot square.
Oh,
10 by 10.
Fucking big. And these aren't considered humanoids, right?
Nope. They do not appear to be.
The one that
That was weird.
Snow jumped at, have it make a wisdom saving throw. DC 17.
Rolling that one.
Okay.
What'd you cast?
Toll of the Dead.
Okay.
And it's been damaged before, so it takes 3d12.
Uh-huh.
These cool looking ones. Well, that's good roll. Okay, so that's 23 and 6. 29.
29. Okay.
Still up?
Uh-huh.
Man. Wall of Thorns, Wall of Fire, shot multiple times and total dead and still up.
Only one of them got shot once. All right, who's doing what next?
So LD's rolling around in the sand, right?
Yeah. LD has become a tumbling sand person.
LD has become the sand.
At the speed of sound.
So are we kind of
Got
just
places
leaving
to go.
him behind, or are they going in a circle, or what?
Well, right now you're still in a straight line. So all this is happening at once. Remember that, right? Like, so when you do your thing, will be the same time as LD falls off the ship. Stop it.
Give that dog some popcorn, man.
She's already gotten some.
Supposed to tell him not to give the dog.
You did that. You did this. He did it himself.
So.
And how many of them are coming after us all together?
7 total. There are 2 up next to the ship. The other 5 are catching up and are at various distances.
How wide is the ship?
What did I say? It was like 35 by something. It's a pretty wide ass ship.
Was designed for luxury.
Oh, by the way, your scout skirter friends, they're gone. They hauled ass when this whole thing started.
Oh, no shit.
Yeah, can't say we blame them.
It's okay, they'll get theirs later.
All right, so what? Lysander and Blue, what's the name of your guy?
More of him.
All right, you guys got that one.
One of us are on each side.
Yeah, they're on opposite sides.
All right, and there's only 2 beside the ship, right?
Uh-huh.
And Snowy is going overboard right now. All right.
Yep. Snowman's on the same side as Morgan. Lysander is by himself right now.
All right, these things are bugs. Are they under the sand, or are they just running across the sand?
They are on top of the sand.
All the way on top. How big is it?
They are, think of a 10 by 10 square.
Pretty big.
All right, YOLO. Del?
Uh-huh.
Can I dive at this motherfucker, and at the same time, I'm going to enlarge? And I'm going to try to grab it and throw it at the other ones behind the ship.
Sure.
He's getting the big boot.
Go ahead and roll an athletics check.
Well, you don't roll a nat 1 like me. God damn it.
Good.
Fuck you, Snow. Oh, I thought it was a 1.
Well, so here's the fun part.
Better.
Because you're trying to jump at it and grab it, it gets to roll against you, and it rolled a 17. So you jump off, start to enlarge, and it goes, whoop, and you just into the dirt.
Oh god.
That's okay. I got another attack move, right?
So no, that wasn't an attack. That was a. I'm gonna jump and grapple.
Okay, but I'm saying I get an.
Grapple's an attack.
Alright, grapple's an attack, but I get more than one attack, so I have another action, correct or no?
What are you wanting to do?
You said there's some about 30 feet away, right?
Yeah.
Alright, well, I'm taking it that our guys are still going forward. So at the other ones 30 feet behind us, I am going to cast, or I am going to use, hold on, where is it? There we go. I'm going to use my scroll of reverse gravity.
That you cannot do that as when you attack. You can only like attack, swing your weapon twice. You can't swing a weapon and then use a scroll or something.
Can I cast fireball?
You can't cast a spell. You can attack another time.
Yeah. Say what, Toilet?
He said I couldn't cast fireball.
Correct. You cannot.
Mm.
Bring it in and bring it back.
So? Anything else?
Yeah, they're 30 foot away, right? So I can still throw something, correct?
You could.
We could certainly try.
I'm gonna go throw that thing that Luke's little buddy gave me.
Which thing?
The bomb.
Thing. Yeah.
Oh. All right. Roll strength. A strength check.
Dude, strength checks have not been my thing tonight.
No, should be.
It's a 17.
Okay. The two that are closest rolled a natural 19 and a natural 18, and we'll beat the DC on that. So it will land, and they'll part, and it will and take no damage.
You just can't let us have any form of vehicle. You have to blow up every vehicle we've ever been on.
Yeah, but your vehicle hasn't even taken damage yet.
It's about to.
Yet. Keyword.
We're about to get hit with a fucking railgun on both sides. And
We think it is anyway. It
You
might
think
just
a
be-
single piece of like a rod of metal is a railgun?
Two of them going energy back and forth? Yeah, probably.
No, it's so they're like this on top of one, and it did this towards the ship. The other one did this.
Yeah, so they're pointing at each other.
You know what? I guess the only thing I can do at this point is the ones that are running behind the ship. I'm going to try to grab onto one of them and ride that motherfucker.
Okay, well, when they go by you, I'll let you roll. All right. So Willow, Rye, and Tarek are left.
I'll let the other two go first.
So is Lysander fighting one by himself then, and then everyone else is fighting the other?
No. So what has happened is, right now you see Lysander and Morven on either side of the ship. LD went off the side where Morven is and is gone, and War went off the side where Lysander is and is gone.
Oh my god.
I don't get paid to protect them. It's fine.
You're just watching party members jump off of a perfectly good ship.
I'm staying
Again.
on.
Okay, as confused as my person looks by everyone jumping off.
You'll get used to it.
She's going to use spiritual weapon on the one that Lysander is hitting.
Okay.
What weapon?
I have a mace.
So spiritual weapon summons a spectral weapon. Normally it requires you to put it on a grid square, but you're gonna summon it on top of this damn thing. So we're just gonna chill on top of it. A 19 hits, so roll damage for that. Six damage. Okay. That's the one Lysander's fighting, so... Alright. Willow? You watch two of your friends yeet themselves off the ship.
I saw. How far away is these thingies?
They're 10 feet from the ship.
That's not that far.
Nope.
Let's use. You said they're the sandy things.
They're the metallic looking bug things.
Oh, that's right. Oh, this is not gonna work then. Heck, I'll just use the coil gun again against the one that Lysander is fighting.
Okay.
Heat metal's pretty standard.
I don't have heat.
Now it's a regular attack roll because it's within range.
Yep. How about that? Natural 20.
Yeah, it works.
Fuck it up.
$17. Okay. All right.
And I think that'll be it for that.
Okay. All right, Tark.
All right. The one that has been damaged repeatedly.
There are two that have been damaged repeatedly.
The one that Blue's character hit.
Okay.
Let me see if I can find his name.
Morven.
It's not Rug.
It's Morven.
Morven.
Mm-hmm.
He's gonna fire on it.
Okay.
Does 16 hit?
Go pull the sheet. Yes.
Okay. You might have to give me 1 second because I put away a lot of my dice. And I had 3 of these motherfuckers.
Why did you put away a lot of your dice?
Because I was reorganizing my desk.
Why would you do such?
What you got, Tide?
Green peppers and cauliflower and hummus.
Oh.
What kind of vegan ass lunch is that?
It's called a Mediterranean diet.
No, everything you just said made me sad.
I'm sorry.
I'm like big sad right now.
Ty, why are you doing the Mediterranean diet?
Because so I feel better about myself.
Well, it's more of why that diet versus any of the others.
It has
Because
cauliflower.
it's good for you.
I mean, so is steak.
Most diets are technically good for you. That's why they're called a diet.
23.
I got goldfish.
This one has me eating a lot of like fish, like salmon.
Fish is good.
Okay.
You need
All right.
protein, Tide. It helps you.
It's still up, Luke.
I'm gonna fire again.
Okay. But fire my laser. I had that as a soundboard. Hold on.
That's right.
I was about to say, it's not going to be very long before you can actually say that.
17 to hit.
Yes.
I'm a firing my laser.
There it is.
14 damage.
Okay. You hit that one. You know what? Roll a D100. And high or low?
Low.
Low.
Okay.
Medium.
He's gonna roll a 1 now.
No, I rolled an 80.
An 80? Okay.
Oh.
So you hit this thing, and one of the legs comes off, and it just and just like it digs into the dirt as it just stops moving.
Okay.
You were going to have that motherfucker blow up, wasn't you?
No, I was actually see if he fucking cored the thing.
No.
A leg means it just slides to it. Core means it just stops.
I'm about to say I took that into using the BattleTech term of that word, considering these are mechanical.
Does the crew react at all to this new device that I'm firing?
I mean, they all kind of jump when it fucking goes off because it's one thing to fire a regular gun where it's like, bang, it kind of breaks the speed, the speed of sound. You're going from 0 to speed of sound to fucking quantum drive.
I'm looking forward to that conversation I'm about to have with the new artificer. Gublin? Is that what his name was? Yeah, Gulin.
Yeah, the guy had to frantically fucking make a character sheet for her.
Yeah.
I'm guessing
the guy that's hiding below deck right now.
All right, so the one that is on the ship's right side, right, if you're facing the front of the ship, peels off, slows down a bit, and at this point, it's gonna fire at you guys.
Fire his laser.
You think one metal rod's a real gun?
Let's see.
A lot of dice.
How many times is it firing?
It gets 4 shots. Okay.
The fuck?
So it's 3 times. It fires out 4 like lances of fire that hit the rudder for your ship. For 36 damage. You no longer have a rudder.
Uh-oh.
Toilet, I need you to roll an athletics check to try and grab the first one that goes by you.
$16.
16, you manage to grab onto the side of it as it flies past you. There are now 5 of the 6 left that are within basically 20 feet of the ship. Loot.
Really?
It's not wrong, though.
What am I missing?
Somebody said the Mediterranean diet aims to eat foods that fight inflammation and loot's responsible. I just take motion and change my socks.
It's a.
I got it. I got you.
Yeah, it's a military joke.
All right, so with that having happened, the question now becomes, what would those of you on the ship like to do?
Figure out how this thing had the ability to call shots, but okay.
So it's firing it at a ship, right? You can aim for parts of the ship, just like when you're doing like ship-to-ship combat. Or structure damage. I want to hit the gate versus the wall.
No comment. Trying to figure out how this thing even has a rudder to begin with, but anyway. Let me think. I still got one next to me. Or do I have one next to me?
No, it backed
No,
up.
the one next to you is the one that
Okay.
lost a leg and.
So there's still the one on the other side.
Correct. It
the
is
one
now
on the
on
other
the
side.
back side, like the back, say 5 o'clock.
Okay. It's time for it to talk to have a word with the hand.
Okay.
Talk to the hand.
Talk to the hand because the hand understand. Actually, let's see. Which form is the hand gonna take?
this form.
Well, no, it has a few different options. The problem is if I do it that way, I'm gonna get one opportunity with it. How fast is how fast is our vehicle moving?
Probably like 20 miles an hour.
Okay, you're gonna have to make me do math now. I'm trying to see if the hand can keep up with us. That's the thing.
I am not gonna be super picky about the hand keeping up with you guys, especially if it's like attached to the object.
Well, that's exactly what I'm going to try to do to it.
Okay.
Form of grab.
Form of grab. Gotcha. Is there a roll for that? For Bigby's hand specifically?
It is a grapple check, but it's at the hand strength check, which is going to be 8 higher than this.
Okay.
So it's 14.
Cool, it
Sorry,
rolled
16,
a 1.
16, okay.
It rolled a 1.
So it gets grabbed by the arcane hand.
Okay.
It is going to take, as a bonus action, it's going to get squished.
Is this the one that's at the 5 o'clock?
Yeah.
Okay.
Actually, yeah, it's going to be 5th level version, so it's going to be the normal damage. It's going to roll, when I hit the cast button, it's going to roll a bunch of things. Let me look at that. What's in? So you're looking at the bludgeoning damage on that, so 14.
Okay. Alright. Alright. And is it just gonna? Are you gonna try and stop it with the hand, or are you just gonna have the hand hold on to it and squeeze it more later?
Well, it's gonna stop. I mean, it's gonna be held by the hand, so it's not gonna be moving.
Gotcha. That's what I was asking. Okay. All right. Who's next?
How close together are these things?
Now they're all within like 5-10 feet of each other.
So, going back to the loveliness that I asked before. 40-foot cube. How many am I hitting?
Still probably 2 because they're 10 feet wide, right?
They're 10 feet wide?
You could hit 3.
Out of
5 that are there. There are
Cool.
6 left.
All 3 of them can make a wisdom saving throw.
Do you see what?
17.
Balls.
Alright, 1 made it.
Okay, the other 2, it's slow.
Yep.
So, that.
Yeah.
Okay.
They get -2 to the AC, speeds halved, and they can only shoot 1 time if they do shoot.
Mm-hmm. Yes, Tide, they take up a 10 by 10 square.
They're big boys.
Mm-hmm.
Thick'em.
Mm-hmm. Thickums boys.
What was LD going to do, actually?
Are they gonna, or one of the bugs gonna stop to try to attack, or are they just all just like
They're running past you.
They're focused on the ship.
Looks like I'm fucking walking.
Not gonna try to grab on to any of them, or
Nah.
Okay. He's just like, fuck it.
I'm
he just watches them talk.
Okay.
He just
All right.
he just slowly turns as they go by. I was like, well, fuck.
All right. So Morven, Tarek, and Rai, what are you doing?
I just went.
That's right, you did. So
I'll do spiritual weapon again.
so the one that it was on is gone. So you've actually passed the limit of spiritual weapon. It's disappeared. Because it can't move fast enough to keep up, and the one that it was on got annihilated.
I gotcha. Sacred Flame, then.
Okay. On which one? There is one being held, and then there's the one slowed, and then there's...
One being held.
Okay. Balls, okay. That one just... face into the dirt. Gotta love dex save being at disadvantage because they're grappled and can't move.
Nice.
Yeah, when you're restrained and you can't make dex checks. Alright, Willow, did you go?
Yeah.
Just
Okay.
me.
Alright.
Is the other one next to the ship still up and running?
No, that's the one that Lysander decided he was going to grab, squeeze to death, and that no longer works.
Okay. Whichever one is starting to get closer to the ship. I didn't hear if Toilet successfully grabbed onto or War successfully grabbed onto one.
He did. You can see him. So the one he's on is the furthest back of the.
Not that one.
Now the 5 that are left.
Whatever is closer.
The non-slowed one.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna start firing at it.
Okay.
Looks like I'm just following the trail of metal bugs. Like, there's one. There's one.
16.
16 hits.
That one didn't actually. They got caught up.
That's why I hate Bigsby's hand. Fucking restrained and shit.
Yeah.
So much for mobility.
That was the whole point.
13 damage.
Del, when you're throwing things at us that have speeds of 180, I'm going to try to slow them down.
13
you got
damage.
your stress dice.
That's what I was actually just doing math. I was actually just doing math, Del, and if you're saying these things are running faster than us, and the ship's moving at 20 miles an hour, they have a speed of at least 180.
Yeah.
23.
Well, now they have a
hits.
speed of 90.
Well, some of them have a speed of 0.
That was the real objective. So yeah, this is hurting my heads. But I wish I hadn't done that math.
24
Let's put
damage.
it that way.
24? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
That one goes down too. Fucker! The whole thorns and shit fucked a whole bunch of things up.
Well, that's our
That was
job,
the
Del.
point.
That's our job.
The fucked up part is, I only have stuff that works against humans or human-like people.
So
Not
Toilet, you were
robots.
attached to one. What are you doing with that one?
I'm gonna stab it.
Yippee-ki-yay, motherfucker!
Alright, go ahead and roll to stab it.
Or slash it. Stabby stab.
I was waiting for the taming roll, the animal handling. This bitch is mine now.
It's a robot. It's not an animal.
And?
No,
It's not an animal.
War's gonna turn into Aloy. It's okay.
Wham! Yep. Okay.
Oh, it might be an animal in a minute.
Mm.
I'm going through Lysander's arsenal of fun spells, and you know what's one's next.
Cool. So you stabbed that
Polymorph?
one twice, and it... Now, first off, I need a dexterity save because it immediately nosedives into the sand. At full tilt.
Whee! 9.
Alright, so you guys see the one, like, you can see the one War is on. It's just slightly behind the rest of them. You see him go, and it go, and he just...
Giant fucking.
A ragdoll dwarf just flying in the sky.
It wouldn't be the first time I've done that.
No.
It wouldn't be the second time I've done it, actually.
So, the only 3 left are the slowed ones, and they cannot keep up with you guys.
Oh, good.
Yeah, but we can't just
we can't leave behind
either.
2 people.
So,
Do I need to roll initiative?
Well, so the question becomes, what do you tell the captain to do with the ship?
Does the ship have
hang on,
any
hang
kind
on.
of guns?
Hang on. How far away are they?
Probably pretty far.
And I'm
Which
talking
they?
about, as in, no, this would take 2 turns to do it. Shit, I don't have. Yeah, well, that would require both my spells. So I can only get one of you.
I'm gonna be closer than Snow, and I can get to you guys.
Okay.
Only if they stop.
Well, that's fair, but they got to go back and get Snow.
Do we?
Does
Does the ship have any guns on it, though?
No.
At all?
No, this is a luxury ship. It didn't come with guns.
Yeah, remember?
Yeah, but it's going through a desert. I mean, like, even cargo barges, have some form of defense on them.
No,
Yeah, they're called people with
cannons.
weapons.
I asked about cannons. No cannons.
That won't work.
May I ask a question, Del?
Yeah.
So eventually, I'm probably gonna walk up to one and be like, "Oh, there's one. Can I just
Yep.
look? Can I just look over it and be like, what the fuck even is this thing?"
Yeah, go ahead and roll an investigation check.
Man, I'm gonna keep firing. I've got some time that I can continue firing at these things.
So here's the thing: if you guys are going to stop the ship, right, so people can catch up, you can continue to fire at these things because all they can do is try and catch up. That's
How
it.
slowed are they?
Huh?
How slowed are they?
Their speed is halved.
Okay, I'm gonna yell down is don't stop but slow.
Why don't we just have them flip around and basically charge them? They can only attack us one time.
Because the steering mechanism that I called the rudder no longer works.
I was going to say you can only go
Is it
straight.
just on fire or is it broken?
It is been torched through. It is gone.
Hang on, Del. These are sailing ships, right?
So they have sails, yes, but
You know
they
what
also
I'm thinking. You know what I'm thinking, though, right?
yes, they do have sails. The main driving force, however, aside from the wind, is there's some magical components.
Well, you
and the
didn't
steering,
say that. You didn't mention that before.
The steering mechanism is basically a piece of wood that will divert the end of the tail to cause it to slide one way or the other.
Can I reach it?
Can you reach it?
Yes.
No. Not without falling off the ship.
Can someone, dangle me?
So you have to dangle off the back and then inward some to get to it.
Can someone tie a rope and let me kind of and go to it? Because if I can get to it, I can do mending.
That's what I was going to ask too.
So,
Actually, wait a minute. No, it's still too fast. The ship's moving too fast for that.
Mending? I have mending.
We all
I-
have mending. That's not the,
I mean,
the problem is getting a
it's-
target. This is a problem. If this was moving at a normal ass speed, I could do this, but we're
I mean, we
not.
can always have them slow down and then do it.
well, that's what I was saying is slow down, but don't.
We have to slow down some anyway. We have to slow down at least a little bit.
I was going to suggest match speed or
You need to slower
be a
than
little
that.
bit faster.
For any of my ideas to work, we have to be going 60 or slower.
I mean,
Okay, Del, question. How far away are they?
So stuff it it's still the same round, right? So they're still within 20, 30 feet of you guys.
At the start of the next round, how far away are they? Because I'm guessing we're all doing movement at the same time.
50 or 60 feet.
Okay.
So I was saying we can honestly full stop, and it's gonna take them a while to be able to do anything, and we can just kind of open fire on them before they even get to it.
Yeah, and I might be able to pick off one of them anyway,
As I say.
or not pick off, not kill, but
Highly damaged.
disable, just
Yeah.
disable for our purposes.
And I also might be able to do the same thing.
If they're halved, can I catch up to one of them with my broom and get on another one?
No, room's only 40 or 60.
Actually, yeah.
They're still going 90.
Is it 60 feet total?
A
And then,
60,
like the-
60 foot base move. So if you dash with it, yeah, you could do it.
Yeah. If you dash, you can get up there.
Okay, I'll dash.
Okay.
Then whatever one he's not doing that's the closest, you need to give me a con save.
Say that one more time.
Whichever one, the next closest one, not the one that Roar's gonna try to ride, but the closest one to the ship, need to give me a con save.
How's a 7 sound?
It sounds like it's gonna be floating 20 feet in the air, straight up in the air.
Oh, great.
Offensive levitate, yes. Yeah, I told you were creating a monster when you gave me that heart, by the way.
All right.
And then you said they're 50 feet away from us currently, correct?
Yes.
I'm going to... We're like, what, a foot away from the ground?
Yeah.
Yeah, basically.
Cool beans. I'm gonna just hop off, walk forward enough where I can get both of them in a 30-foot cone, and then I'll
Okay.
do lightning surge. So they have to make a dexterity saving throw, but with slow they get a -2 to their dexterity saving throws.
So only one is gonna pass.
Okay, so this is 4th level, so how many dice do I roll for this?
Enough.
Probably. Increased by 1d6 per spot. So starts off as a 2nd, 3rd, 4th, so it's 5d6. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 16.
Okay.
And the ones that didn't save are all stunned until the end of their next turn. And the successful one takes half damage and isn't stunned.
Okay. Okay. All right. I mean, at this point, like, there's one that could come after you guys. The rest are, the other two are stunned. So I need. What are the rest of them?
I mean, 2 are stunned. The other one's levitating. So.
Well, so the levitating one's still the one that made the save. The one is one that's not levitating. The one that's levitating, there are 3 left. He hit all 3 of them.
Okay.
So the levitating one is also stunned.
All right, there's one active one. Okay, that's what I need to know.
Yep.
Ark can still make shots though.
Ark, you're up.
Yep. I'm gonna make shots at the active one.
Go for it.
Nat 17.
Yep.
$17 damage.
Okay.
Eight.
An 8? Nope.
Yeah. Okay.
Who else is left? I think Tide.
Yeah, I can take a shot at the one that's left.
Okay, go ahead.
Meh. Decent.
Meh.
You hit. Yeah, it had like 5 hit points left.
Okay, cool.
3 actually. You hit it in one of the joints where the leg meets the body, and it just into the dirt.
So which one is War on?
War spent he had to dash to catch up to them. That was it.
Okay. Well, then I'm just gonna go on a lightning orb, the stunned one, to make sure it doesn't work anymore.
Huh?
I mean, of course, the nat 20 goes to the one that's stunned.
Okay.
So I just, without rolling the dice, it's 30. Just for crit damage.
It's still up after that. After just that 30.
Okay. Well, then I'll go on and roll the other 3d10. That's 10, 17 more.
That will take it out. So there's one more that is stunned and just floating in the air.
I think we can stop now and pick people up and make and make the repair.
I'm just gonna look at the dwarf front end. You want that one?
Well, so stunned. It's stunned for what? 1 turn.
Until the end of its turn. Yes.
Yeah. So effectively, you get this turn to do whatever you want to it, and then you can have one more turn. Then it can do whatever. Like it's levitating, but it can still do stuff.
But it can only do one of those things, so it can't shoot us 4 times. So it can only shoot once. That's really overpowered for the shit that shoots like 6 times a turn. Because they only get 1.
So, is War gonna attack that one?
Yeah, I will.
It has a -2 to its AC, so it's gonna be really easy to hit.
Yeah.
I think you're gonna hit on like a 14, so you can roll a 2 and be fine.
And it stuns, you get advantage.
I need to roll again.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you do? Damn. Tanky ass motherfuckers.
That ought to do it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there are no more of these bug things.
And
All right.
Question, Del.
Hmm.
If I go up to one of the destroyed ones, can I'm gonna try to look for any kind of like maker's insignia on them.
Go ahead and roll an investigation check.
I'm good.
You're going to say arise.
Yes.
It's a 17 plus 9, 26.
All right, so this thing is a it has a long center body, 4 legs that are spider-like, and like a central eye in the front. You do not see a maker's mark on it, but it is definitely mechanical.
Tarek has turned his attention towards repairing the rudder.
Okay.
Morvis just gonna look at War. Want to do me a favor?
What's up?
Take that apart.
Take what apart?
I'm just gonna point at the like broken machine. I want to see its insides.
I want to see all their insides.
Take that one apart. You don't have to be gentle.
Del, do I have the strength to just grab it and rip it apart?
Oh yeah.
Rip the top
Because
off it?
I'm not gonna make you roll because you have all the time in the world to peel this thing apart.
Well,
So-
also you already have a squished one.
Yeah. So one.
I don't know how far back that one is, though.
Not very.
Oh.
Tarek starts to understand how this thing works, right? So the steering wheel takes the pylons and actually shifts the back third of them, so the sand hits it differently, which will cause it to just drift. There are also like 2 magic crystals that are pushing additional wind into the sails.
I'm taking.
So you never
note of that.
truly have to worry about are you going against the wind or not.
I'm taking down that design.
And
I'm taking the opportunity while I'm repairing it to be like, that's how that works.
Yep.
And I am also forcing Gulen. Like I'm finding him as like, you're gonna help me.
Your little pet.
Hey kid, figure this one out.
So funny, he knows how to repair these things. He's used to them. He's much better at this than you. He knows like this has to go here. This connects to this. Ward, you go to rip part of this off, and you rip it open, and the top pops off, and there's a seat in there and an unconscious gnome.
I want that one.
You don't want the squished one?
No, tie that one up and bring him with us.
You can tie him up. He's unconscious. And I'll just pick the gnome up and throw him towards him.
I'm not catching him.
I was about to say, Lysander seeing this, we'll see if he can recover any more pilots.
You are able to recover pilots from all of them.
Yeah, we need to have a little. We're gonna have nice. We're gonna have a conversation they're not going to enjoy later.
Sometime later, you see LD walking up with 3 other pilots that he's carrying.
Here you go. I found. Oh, looks like you already figured it out. Yeah, I got the other ones.
Perfect. I needed more zombies. I mean, we needed more questionable people.
Of the 7, 6 of them are still alive. The crushed one did not survive.
Damn.
Wait a minute. The only one of us who got a kill was the peaceful loving bard. Yeah. Okay.
Turns out when you crush a metal coffin, it kind of,
Yeah, that's kind of uncomfortable.
Yeah, it's.
The best idea I had at the time.
Morven is really upset about a dead one.
No.
Hey, there's a dead one.
Morgan's very happy about a dead one.
So Tarek, seeing that Gulen knows what he's doing, has taken time. Now that he's seeing pilots being pulled out, I was like, I'm gonna go look at that design. So I might have some ideas.
So they are full mechanical constructs that basically function as what we would call mechs, right? Mm-hmm. There are drivetrains and everything. They've got pedals, they've got steering handles. You can't fit in this thing.
No, but I can make designs from it, and I'm.
Yep.
I essentially also end up asking is like, I understand the legs, how those work. Like, those can be left behind, but let's take the rest of it and put it on the ship so I can further study this.
I know how the spider legs work. I want the rest of it.
I mean,
I knew he wanted one for his collection of stuff.
My collection.
For reference of how much space they have in there, if you've ever looked at like an F-16 cockpit, how little space there is for a person, that's how much space there is. There's very little space. So when Lysander crushed it, all the sides and everything just...
Yeah.
It was probably very painful.
Dark probably takes note of that.
He deserved it.
Self-defense, baby. They fired at us.
That is completely fair. That's gonna be
yes,
fun
Morven, the bodies are still usable.
Oh yeah, they are. And there's going to be more than one by the end of this, I promise.
Well, if that's assuming Lysander to kill him. Actually, I must say I just remembered we've already been planning for Blue and I have already been planning for this.
What, Loot?
You've just given Tarek one more step towards his end goal of ending up in the astral plane. Field.
I have had these designed for years. I'm glad I got to use them. Not as effectively as I wanted, but hey.
Do I really want gnome bodyguards, though?
I didn't finish. Like, eventually Tarek's like gonna get the idea of like, all right, I've got the weaponry sorted. Let's work on the armor, and then the Federation wars are gonna start happening.
Actually, Loot. Since you brought up the astral plane, let's have a little chat after the game because I have an idea that I wanted to bounce off you guys anyway.
Okay.
So, You convince the captain to load the body of this thing onto the ship.
Mm-hmm.
And you guys, once it's fixed, you continue on. It takes another like 6 hours to get to the Oasis. And your scout friends are there, surprised you survived. After about 6 hours, by the time you get there, the gnome prisoners do wake up.
Oh, it's fun. It's happy fun time.
LD's gonna. I mean, at this point, LD's gonna kind of look over at Lysander and
Morven,
and he's gonna be like, you know what? I'm gonna take the 3 that I collected, and I'm gonna go over here. You guys can have fun with those 3.
Oh no, I need one by himself. There's one that looks like an officer out of this bunch.
There is one that is obviously in command because he immediately tells them all to shut up.
Well, I'm gonna take him.
we want him.
No. I'm gonna take him in the back. My techniques works better if I'm alone with him.
Okay.
Like it only works if I'm alone with him.
So the other 5 are pretty fucking shaken.
You can work on them while I take care of this one.
Okay.
And the rest of the group has seen me do this before, so. Or well, they haven't seen me do it. They've seen they've heard me do it before.
Well, I'll let the other 5 go with LD, and then I'll just go with LD.
I kind of stick close by.
These are my 3. You can have those 2.
I am literally just gonna sit here, and I'm going to do nothing.
I don't believe you.
You cannot believe me all you want, but that's what's gonna happen.
Well, if you're going to do nothing, then not really much of a reason for you to stick around, is there?
It's up to you. But I'm coming in either way, so.
I think there's the more important question is, do they speak common?
I mean, the gnome said shut up in common.
Are they speaking in gnomish to each other?
No, nobody's saying shit.
So, do they still look kind of roughed up? Like hurt, injured?
I want to be a smartass, but the short answer is yes. Some of them probably have concussions. You're talking about they were going almost 20 miles an hour and then just stopped instantly by hitting the sand. So yeah.
I kind of lean over, look at them, kind of look at their wounds. It's like, well, they're not going to be much use if they're still bleeding, and they're not going to talk in common. And I kind of look around. It's like, and none of us know gnomish, so.
The ones that you have tied with the hands in front start doing this. Just start flipping you off when you get close.
LD is going to take his 3 that are still tied up and take them to Willow. He's going to ask Willow.
Oh my god. Oh god.
I didn't know who's torturing words. Oh my god.
This is a war crime. This is 100% a war crime.
I'm going to ask Willow, can you be a dear and help these 3 out and make them feel better? With a healing potion, specifically. Or a healing spell.
Yeah, and she'll take 3 of her smaller health potions that she's made and hand them to them.
Okay. An actual healing potion?
Yeah, she made.
Okay.
She's a freaking alchemist.
Okay.
She has healing potions on hand.
Oh, I don't know if you guys were plotting something in DMs I didn't know about.
I wasn't plotting anything.
So
I'm playing good cop right now.
Hey, Del, I'm just gonna go on and preemptively do this. I'm gonna cast Comprehend Languages.
Okay.
And then just
Nice.
sit back and listen.
Okay.
As I dig through this machine, do I find any kind of manual or anything?
Roll an intelligence check.
What do they do? Do they take the health potions?
I mean, you have to feed them to them because they're tied up, but
Oh,
yes.
fine. Do they fight that?
No.
Okay, then yeah, I'm just gonna give them.
I mean, it's really hard to fight when you have a possible concussion and you can't really move much.
Okay, so I gave them their potions.
Okay.
Where is that? Yeah, there it is.
I'm sorry, guys. I'm fully back now. I was tongue feeding my frog while you guys were trying to talk to me.
23?
20 what?
3?
I'm sorry,
Okay.
but I heard tongue feeding my dog or my frog.
I heard it too.
Okay, that's better.
So, there is no manual, but you're starting to figure out. So, like, you can kind of look at how this is constructed. Basically, the ion front is one of those like orbs of seeing, and obviously they would connect to it. They're attuned to it, so they can see through it. But also, there are little like cut out glass windows, like in a tank, where you can see out. And then the pedals have loops in the feet, so you push, like, obviously you push forward, so you would think it goes forward, and it will control each set of legs independently.
Is there any kind of writing in there?
Yes, there is. There's some writing in Gnomish.
I can read it.
Okay. It's mostly like calculations and, you know, numbers and a couple other things that make no sense without context.
Okay.
My best comparison is it's like walking into a tank driver's, like sitting in a tank driver's seat and seeing this stuff in like chalk they fucking scratched on the side of the tank.
All right. I kind of walk back over to the group and I'm like, I've made it obvious that they can hear me because I'm speaking loud. It's like I've looked inside the cockpit. It's all in Gnomish. I can't read any of it. So
Be there in a moment.
It's gonna take me some time.
I'll come to you after I get done with this lonely soul. Because he took 3, he took 1. There's 1 left.
oh God. Okay.
I try to let them be in a group, and they're like, "No, I'm taking mine this way. I'm taking mine this way." You left 1 with the necromancer. That's on y'all.
Everybody gets 1 dwarf, or not dwarf, but no.
No.
Everybody gets their own personal gnome friend. Yay!
So Dell,
Question mark.
LD is going to sit down with his group of 3, and he's going to basically tell them, be like, so I'm deciding to be nice, and he's going to pull out a bag of gold. He's going to tell them, if you 3 give me some information, I will pay you double what you are being paid right now.
They start talking to each other in Gnomish, and then look at you and go, double?
Hand raise.
Uh-huh.
Am I close enough to hear?
Am I?
They went into a different room. Or they went into a different spot.
I didn't specify.
He just said he took
Then-
them off to some...
Then
Yeah.
yes, I'll message you what they said.
Cool beans.
Am I?
Do you
No,
understand
because
Gnomish?
this happens while you're in the tank.
Okay.
He goes, double, right?
That's the deal I'm putting down.
Do you have 60,000 gold?
Not on hand.
Well, then I think
But
we have a problem.
I should have said yes, just to lie.
I mean,
You kind of do.
I'm about to say, I mean, that wouldn't be entirely a lie.
You could have just said, "Have you seen my ship?"
I'm just gonna poke my head over to LD. It's not actually 60 grand. They're just taking bets on seeing how much they can get out of you. And then poke back around. Dell, I am going to cast a lovely thing called Detect Thoughts.
Okay.
Then I'll start writing down the questions that I want to ask my guy.
Okay, are you gonna push past the surface thoughts?
Not at first. If I'm not getting what I want out of the surface thoughts, then yes.
I mean, the surface thoughts you get is, oh fuck, we're fucked. Thank God I wasn't crushed.
Yeah, but after I ask them, it says it shifts around their surface thoughts, so I might be able to get the information.
Okay. All right. They just all look at you and go, we don't know what he's talking about, but 60,000 gold is what you would need.
How about this? How about a new deal? I will get you the 60,000 gold.
If we don't see it in person, we don't do anything, and there's no amount of torture, convincing, or lying you can do to convince us otherwise. Ooh, okay.
The hell?
You might have to skip me.
I just got kicked out of the forge.
I did too. I had to re-sign in. It was weird.
I don't know.
I haven't looked lately.
I'm still here.
That's good.
I'm
'cause
still there.
I am now.
I'm in there just fine.
I'm still good.
Reflection.
So? Snow? Or does Will have anything to say when they say that to Snow?
She wouldn't really say anything. She'd just be looking like figuring out what's going on.
Okay.
I don't really care what kind of deal they want. They damaged my ship. Just let me damage them.
I mean, you did completely wreck their mechs.
How far away is Lysander from them? We went into a separate room, but is it far enough to be able to hear?
I'm sure if you yell loud enough, Lysander would hear.
No, is it far enough for us to hear what's going on with Lysander?
No.
If they yell loud enough.
Yeah, they would have to yell loud enough.
So, would you say that they're? You said that you would say that they're in a like a room inside the ship.
Yeah.
Okay. So here's the deal.
Okay.
So LD is going to kind of contemplate some things. He's going to basically say, "All right, I will not. I will not be the one to wait. No. How would we word this?
Well, you figure out wording. Well, let me answer Blue's thing. So the surface thoughts are basically concern, questioning themselves, and then confidence before you get. Why would bandits ask who we are? Curious.
Confidence, is it feign confidence or actual?
No, very, very confident in the stance that he's about to take.
Us bandits.
And probably right around this time, Lysander will finish up and come back with the other gnome.
Well, so this would be happening the same time that, like this is the very first thing he's doing.
Yeah, it would have taken a whole minute for Lysander to shot the soften him.
Yeah, so he's got just a little bit longer.
So you call those that buy vehicles and then just travel to Oasis bandits?
No, we call people who open fire on us when we're investigating things bandits.
So chasing us down at first daylight is us messing with your investigation?
Who opened fire first?
It's kind of
You know, there is this thing called words that you could have said.
He, like, the little bit you get from his head is just pure, like this is just, he's dumbfounded, and he just starts laughing at you. And that's when Lysander would walk out.
There's signals, there's literally anything other than bum rushing someone
Or
with multiple armored vehicle.
Poor communication leads to so many misunderstandings.
Yeah.
We saw,
I mean,
and I'm going to explain it in front of all of them. We didn't know anybody was in those things. We thought they were insects. We thought they were animals chasing us down. We couldn't tell they were mechanical until they were too close. And we still didn't know what they were. Shit happens. Look, it sounds like we're actually all on the same team here.
Damn. Well, that makes this a lot less fun. Okay, you can watch this one. I gotta go read Gnomish.
And Lysander will just look at the captain now. It's like, is this something we can work out? I apologize for this situation. It was a misunderstanding. Things happen.
He shrugs and he goes, huh.
Tell you what, I can probably get this one, pointing at Tarek, to look at your things and maybe even make a few improvements.
I don't see how they need improvements.
You haven't seen what he can do.
He damn near put a hole through mine, so I don't care what he can do. I like mine how it was. I want it fixed.
You don't want a bigger gun on it?
No.
Wow. That's a first.
I should.
So I'm gonna go read the Gnomish inside that tank, so I don't actively just kill this man.
So it is a combination of, like, mottos that you think that, like, they wrote to themselves, numbers that look like trajectories and angles and whatnot, some formulas, and then in the very front below, like the front viewing port, forward equals backward, backward equals forward.
I'm just gonna write all that down on a piece of paper and hand it to him.
Okay.
Who?
Yeah, you will.
Who?
You.
I kind of look at it, it's like, I lied. I know how to read Gnomish. I was doing that so I could maybe hear some. Thank you.
Really not getting paid enough for this.
By the way, Tarek.
And then
okay, Tarek's still playing with the thingy. Okay.
Yeah, I've got my head in it, and I'm messing with things and taking notes and looking at things, and I've stopped paying attention, and I hear is like, no, it's mine. Is like, we won, so this is mine now. And I put my head back in it, and I'm.
So maybe we are bandits.
And Lysander just shakes his head and like he's always like that.
Tark, do you want me to just put it on the ship?
It's already on the ship. I already made them.
Oh, you already made them put it on the ship?
Yeah. It's. You guys were at the Oasis, right? It's already been on the ship.
I'm sorry. I don't care if you're guards. You attacked. You were coming at us aggressively. Made zero attempts to be like, oh, whoa, we're peaceful, and kept attacking us. Yeah, I don't care. I don't know who you are. I don't know that you're actually just, but this is mine now. And I keep tooling away.
I am gonna look at the captain. Do you want the dead one?
He just glares at you.
I mean, some people don't care about other people.
I would like to bury my friend.
You just kind of hear Tarek going, "Is like, oh yeah, they're the good guys, just with a pure trust me, bro."
Like, are you sure? Can I buy him off of you?
You watch this guy's face go from confused to like that face of what?
Last Andrew, we'll look at the captain. This one, believe it or not, I really don't know this one. God.
To be fair, Morven, my ship is still damaged.
Read the room. Read the room.
The room is they're all technically prisoners until otherwise stated, so I mean his body's kind of forfeit. I'm just being nice.
And my stuff's still damaged. I still don't know if I'm letting them off of here alive.
No, I've got Gulen on that.
So I mean, I offered pay.
The captain is very confused at this entire dynamic right now.
So is Lysander, to be completely honest.
Hey, I tried to be nice, and then you see Ellie just pop off
I mean,
and
you
go
can
towards
say
the Oasis.
no.
One of the gnomes like leans over towards Will and is like, "Hey, you got any more of those healing potions? That'd be fantastic,
Why? You don't need it.
so I can feel a lot better."
Give him a no bones.
Can I have a new potion? It'd be great.
Does he know about the no bones?
No, they don't.
Oh, what? What are you talking about, no bones?
I mean, Willow, look at it this way. You got test subjects.
Oh God, cut it out.
When you say the word test subjects, they all look at each other and then look at her and like look at you.
I like how Luke just smiled on camera, just like real big.
Did you?
So I'm
test
guessing,
subjects for what?
I'm guessing I'm not buying the dead one.
Test subject. The captain's like, yeah. What are we test subjects for?
I mean, depending on how good her potions are or not, you might get 5 dead ones.
We're officially terrorists.
Are we? We don't know that they're anything official. They've presented nothing to us.
I'm just gonna hand him a small health potion and say, "There you go."
He drinks it and he's like, oh.
Better.
Thank you.
And then starts throwing up bees.
No.
Can I punch him in the face?
Oh Jesus Christ!
I mean, you can.
No, why?
Face.
Oh God, you guys are war criminals.
I'm exploring the
I'm
Oasis.
asking questions. He can say no. I just offered to pay for dead body.
He goes, how are we test subjects?
Can I punch him again?
Oh my God!
I'm gonna punch him again. Unless somebody stops me, I'm gonna punch him again.
This poor man.
Can we?
I'm busy.
I'm not my monkey, not my circus.
Eventually, some of the crew stops war. And the captain's like, okay. We got it. Communication failed. Our job is to search for bandits and remove them. And those scout skirters that you had been with were seen in a couple villages that no longer have populations. So we were trying to figure out what was going on. And before we could get close enough to say anything, we were attacked.
Maybe don't you make your vehicles look like insects?
That is the way that they work the best on the sands.
I'm just gonna look at Rai's new character, and then the whole detect thoughts are going into her mind when he starts talking about the scout skirters.
Okay.
I explained it to him already.
Real quick, did any of your stuff take damage on those initial shots? They didn't, did they? They made a loud stunning noise.
One of them did take damage when it got thrown off and tumbled. Yeah.
You
On the
lost
second shot.
footing. That's not my fault. Those were warning shots, bud.
Rye, what are your character's surface thoughts right now with what's going on?
A lot of people that I'm currently listening to are crazy.
That's the most sane thing I've heard since this game started how many years ago?
Yep.
Yeah.
Most of the time. Nothing about the crew members?
The ones that I'm with, or the ones that are saying that was in the bugs?
The ones that you were with when we picked you up.
I don't think I would know anything about it. I think Dell, is that something I would know about the crew?
I mean, you're just the tag along for this. You don't know much about them.
Okay. So, I mean, the only thing that maybe you would know is, other than y'all being crazy, is just what I was there for. I was just going to the Oasis.
So just pure confusion. Got it.
Yes.
Yep. But so the captain is able to explain, and he does have a set of credentials that none of you have seen before. Basically, it's what you guys would consider a bounty hunter license, is the equivalent that I can put up with where you guys are from. They're allowed to free roam the desert and hunt bandits or anybody that could have a wanted poster.
Ah, well.
Slicing, just gonna put it this way. If we cut you loose, can we work together on this? Yes or no?
The answer is they don't have a choice because they have no way to get out of here.
That doesn't really answer the question.
That's the answer they have, right? They have no other option, because the other option is wander the desert, and that's how they die. They're willing to work with you guys with the current state of things.
Do we know who hired them to watch said desert for bandits?
They're just bounty hunters.
Yeah, they're just bounty hunters. They do it because they want to.
I already asked that question. Nobody hired them. They weren't sent after us necessarily. They were just here, doing their job, and it happened.
They picked the wrong group. Essentially, is what happened.
So.
Doing their job poorly.
We'll get to the status of your equipment when we're done with this. Right now, let's focus on the mission at hand and figure out what the hell's going on here.
Yep. So as you guys start to do that, it goes from absurdly hot, and it starts to get colder and colder.
Like unnaturally cold, or just is
unnaturally cold as you hear click of heels across the deck.
Oh man!
You kind of see Tarek go. You hear a switch and things start heating up in his.
And we will go ahead and stop there because it's 10 o'clock. I have a tournament first thing tomorrow. And we normally end around 10.
Yeah. Remember when we used to play till like 2 o'clock in the morning?
We only did that like once.
You remember that time though?
I do remember that time. I remember because you ended up raiding somebody that didn't speak English.
That wasn't that time.
Yeah, it was.
That wasn't that time.
No, it wasn't.
I'm pretty sure it was.
No.
I mean, we were up until like midnight at that one, but yeah, no.
We've been up till midnight on several of them.
Yeah, we have.
Yep. Just Dell's getting old. He can't, go without half an hour.
Dell's got to go swing a sword at somebody, so I'm gonna cut him.
Nope, it's not swing a sword. It's a disc golf tournament.
Oh, nice.
Oh, well.
So it's even less energy. Got it.
You're right. It is less energy, which is great after being sick.
I mean, Dell, I've heard of how well you play disc golf. How are you in it?
My last
they
finish
let
was
anybody
11th out of like 65 people. I'm okay.
He's getting there. He's doing his thing.
I'm getting better one day at a time.
About throwing frisbees around.
All right,
Send
guys.
them around
Well,
town.
Thank you guys so much for joining us for another episode of Random Shenanigans. We are gonna raid a fellow D&D group that I am already following, and they're live tonight. Their name is Tenkinos. Looks like they are on episode like 30 something of their campaign. So
I don't even know what episode we're on for
I
us
don't even
anymore.
fucking know. Whatever 3 years is. So.
Episode a lot, yeah.
Yeah, whatever every Friday for almost every Friday for 3 years is. But
Yeah.
all right, guys. Thank you so much. Please wish them all the luck in their campaign and on their session. And we will see you on, next Friday for another session, hopefully. Right? We're good?
Yes. I will be here.
Are we doing this or?
I don't know
Descent?
which one we're on. Which one are we on?
Probably this, and then we'll do Descent at the end of the month.
Okay, I didn't count
I
this.
usually do Descent the last Friday, typically.
Okay.
Unless something changes that.
But there will be D&D next Friday.
There
for
will
sure.
be D&D next Friday, yes. And then I will see you guys on Monday. So,
For more Final Fantasy.
yee.
Monday.
Yee. Not yes. Yee. We have hit full redneck tide.
Yeah.
Yee. All right,
Same
guys.
with chest tide.
All right, guys. We'll see you later. Okay, love you. Bye.
It is.
Yee.
Just to let you all know,